you? It's Pengi. I am streaming my Final Fantasy XIV game with baby Nori. I am planning to play about probably about an hour, maybe an hour and 15.
Okay, just 1 second here. Okay, so last time where I stopped, I finally got my chocobo, and I think that's pretty much all I remember. So I'm gonna pick it up from here and figure out what I'm supposed to do. Okay, so I'm supposed to go over there. Maybe turn in some of the stuff I have in my inventory. Some of the useless stuff. Let me get my YouTube up. Yes. Okay, that should do it. And that should be working. Let's see. Okay, let me see if I can hear myself over here. Okay. Okay, so it's working now. We'll put this away. What? Commander appears to have more stuff to say. More Aetherite tickets. The Pacific folk have long been friends to Gordania. The mere thought of being at war with them pained the elder Cesaire to no end. But owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Once again, I thank you. Had the scions of the Seven Dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may well have led us into needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Menfielda. Bing, 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 bing. Hello? Hello, baby? Can you hear me? It is I, Minfilia. Ida and Papalimo returned some little while ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with the tale of your exploits. Thanks, in large part to you, the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gordanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done. Yet the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray return to the walking sands. At your earliest convenience, I would apprise you of the present situation in person. Look, I got a bib. A bib. A bib. A bib. Okay, so where do I gotta go now? I gotta go back to that place, don't I? Okay. Speak with Tartaru. Well, if this isn't my favorite adventure, welcome back, baby! Lady Minfilia awaits you within the solar. Please enter at your leisure. I am given to understand that the matter of Rama has finally been resolved. I fear resolve bespeaks of a permanence we cannot rightly claim, yet I am well satisfied that the Lord of Levin will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? Well enough. Tancred is sparing no effort. There are many and one, just as you suspected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. I see. I have been meaning to ask, but is Alize quite well? I feel as if I have scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't. And nor have I, Alice. Alize has chosen to walk her own path, stubborn girl, but you may be assured that our destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust Balderson's report will serve you well. I take it we can proceed as discussed? Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act. It's good to see you again, baby. I have been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in Twelveswood. Owing to your effort, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud. With that, we can strike Ramu from the list. So, who's next? The Shahagan or Leviathan? The Lord of the world has not answered his minion's call late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While the Shahagan remains as aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god, as with the scythes. We can lead them to their own devices for a time at least. For a time bears repeating. We can ill afford to fall complacent. It's as Vistola says, unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when next a primal will return to plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. Any word on Titan? The Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long, you may depend upon it. Indeed, so then, of all the known primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with Gordania. Garuda, who is the primal of the Ixal who lived near Gordania. Yes, that's what I meant. So many mounds to cover. Would that there were a more efficient way to conduct our surveys. Were he still with us, we should not long have wanted for a more practicable solution. She's not wrong there. Where are you? Where in the world are you, Chief? But one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the Sith, under the sage guidance of the Sea Seer. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You have all earned it. Is there something else, baby? Beg pardon? A man named Lahabera, sporting a red mask and robed in black? 12 preserved. Prior to the calamity, the Asians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities and investigate this Lahabera. Learn all we can of him and his designs. I dread to this. Eek! Tataru! A Sith in Thalen? At long last, this one finds walking one, baby. This one is most dependable of these ones. Is sent by Elder One, Frixio, to help walking ones. This one is called Noraxia. This one comes as a friend. Let these ones be friends. Pleasure to meet you, Noraxia. That's Japanese players. Oh, 2 minutes till. You want to get it for me? Do you want to? Yes, Tataru is as ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else. Not all of us are forged of the same steel as you, I'm afraid. But it takes all kinds of to make a family, and it pleases me to no end to see ours continue to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite, baby, drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Asians' presence, but that they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. Delia would like you to investigate the mysterious La Habrea. I'm afraid there's no rest for the weary, baby. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked man, the Asian known as La Habrea. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present, we know little and less about the Asians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all we in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Halls of Flames in Uda to inquire further. How you go about investigating thereafter, I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, baby. The masked man? Ah, you are come on behalf of the Scion, of course. Yes, as we have already relayed to Lady Menphilia, there has been a sighting of this rogue near about Eastern Thailand. A brass blade stationed at the High Bridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I am afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of Q-Kern. Fate can be a cruel mistress. But do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folks are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than speak with a merchant named Baru. The fellow's always starved for customers, and he would no doubt welcome your attention whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. Welcome to Highbridge, adventurer. Whatever you seek, I, Ihibaru, can provide it. Probably. You're after a masked man. I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. Oh, you are after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? Ibaru wants to help you find Lahabera, maybe. When the Order of Nathal began excavating the ruins below, I had hoped that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims, but thanks to the nigh endless Beastman raid, folks are too afraid to come within a mile of here. I've sold everything I own to get my venture started, and I am loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good, though. No, not for my business to survive. I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you would like to browse my wares. Spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. The masked man? Bah! Thou takes your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go ask the other merchant. I've heard tell of the masked devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere about Southland too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he is more than a figment of the imagination, but little is known about him otherwise. Absent-minded merchant. On a trail of a masked man. I've heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It's said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious, and that's all I can say, little though it is. Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't. Nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters lurking about. Folks have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the cucumber raids. None but the most devout of pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The Qcon raids are so constant, so organized. We're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked men. If I see or hear of anything, you'll be the first to know. Where there's smoke, Hihibaru has information that will surely lead you to La Habrea. I finally got some honest-to-God information on your masked man. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own 2 eyes. I was out on an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising from a cliff over at Thal's Respite. Curious, I looked myself there to find a masked man. You're a masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in answer, some Qcon appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had dispersed, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It'll be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you have proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So what do you think? That's some sound, reliable information, even if I do say so myself. Well worth all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Back so soon? Were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? A paper described with a prayer to the patron deity of the Alamigo. Frog. This scroll, it bears a prayer to Frog, the destroyer. In case you are unfamiliar, Rogger is the guardian deity of Alamigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It is highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I wager my last guild that your assailant was Alamigan. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess, the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. The selfsame merchant also senses danger ahead, and darkness besides. Are you certain you would rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? Maybe I'll take a break. Maybe I'll take a break too. Alright, so let's see. So it's been about I don't know. I guess time for take a break. It's been a long day, almost 40 minutes, so I guess I'll call it quits here. Thank you for watching. Tomorrow, maybe a better day. Maybe I'll manage to do an hour tomorrow, and then definitely some more broadcast planned. Say Saturday afternoon or this weekend or thereafter. I plan to play a little bit more next week, maybe a bit of a marathon. So I hope you'll come visit if you have time. It is now almost 8 o'clock right here. See, here it goes. 2 more seconds. Now, it is 8 o'clock here, PM, and Thursday, June 23rd. Thank you for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time for more Adventures of Baby Nori, and we will continue and pick up on this main story quest. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. See you next time.